Today you're going to learn how to make a blueberry cupcake milk bubble tea. If you're wanting to add a sweet dessert drink to your menu, then do it with pizzazz. This tasty blueberry cupcake is a fun recipe that you can use to jazz up your current selection. Having basic bubble tea drinks available to your customers is always appreciated. However, offering special ones too adds a unique flair to your menu. So let's whip this one up together and leave them coming back for more. First, we just want to whip up the inside design of the cup. I prefer just to use some basic icing or frosting that you get from your local market and some blue food coloring. You won't be using a huge amount of this on the inside of the cup, so you can actually just pre-make it in advance and then leave it in the fridge. One easy thing you can do is simply put the food coloring in here and give it a really good stir until it's completely combined, and then that way you can just leave it inside here. But for today's video, I'm going to transfer it into the bowl with the food coloring so you can just see how the process works. And for today, again, I'm just going to use a small amount. This is vanilla buttercream flavor, but just a basic vanilla would work well too. Now, any shade of blue will work well for this, but you definitely want to make sure it contrasts the final drink product, so that way you can see the swirling of it on the inside of your cup. A new term that's quite often used for the technique we're going for is called walling. Don't ask, I can't make this stuff up. So I know this one pretty well, and I need a really good amount right there. And let's mix it up. There we go, that's a really nice color, as you can see. Now, this amount will do 50 drinks or so. So you can imagine just one container of icing will last you for a week or more. This will definitely go a really long way. Okay, and we'll just put this off to the side. And next we're going to start on our drink. Today I'm using the industry standard brown bubble tea scoop. But if you don't have this at home, then you can go ahead and do a heaping tablespoon. So first you will need 2 brown scoops of the creamer powder. Next is 1 brown scoop of the vanilla powder. Followed by 1 flat teaspoon of fructose powder. Now, if you have a cafe or a bubble tea shop, you're probably going to be using fructose syrup, and in that case, it would be 7 milliliters, or 1/4 ounce. And last but not least is the Blueberry Muffin syrup by 1883. And you might just think, oh, well, I can just use blueberry syrup. But actually, it tastes completely different, and that's a completely different drink video. This is Blueberry Muffin, and believe me, it tastes like blueberry muffin. It actually has that flavor profile of a kind of cakey dessert, if you will. It's very unique, and one of the benefits to actually carrying this brand in my shop is that it has a really low sugar profile. So if I did encounter a customer who said they didn't want any fructose added into their drink, I could omit that. Whereas sometimes with a lot of other syrup brands, it almost tastes too sweet, if you know what I mean. So with the fructose I just added, in addition to 30 milliliters of the blueberry muffin syrup, it will be perfect. And next, we're going to wall our cup. This is something that you can do in advance before you even make your drink. The recipe we're making today yields about 350 milliliters without a topping, and so I'm going to be using this nice glass. We're just going to take a little bit of this and give it a really nice, beautiful swirl on the inside of the cup. So there you go. It's just kind of a swirly on the inside of the cup type of look, but that's basically what we're going for there. Okay, and we'll just put these off to the side. Next, we're going to add 150 milliliters of hot water to our shaker. Now, we don't want super hot water, but we don't want warm either. We just want it right in the middle, the perfect temperature just to melt all the ingredients together. And stir until combined. Because this is a 350 milliliter drink, I'm making it in a 500 milliliter shaker, and I'm going to add ice all the way to the top. Put on the middle lid and the top lid and shake really well for 1 minute. We know it's ready when there's a really nice condensation around the outside of the shaker and majority of the ice has melted. Now it's time for us to assemble our drink. If you had a topping that you wanted to put in right now, I would definitely recommend the range of boba or pudding. But I also think if you have like vanilla bubbles or strawberry bubbles, those would also go really nicely. But to be fair, this is a standalone product. It tastes really good even without a topping. So here we go. So because this drink is looking pretty neat already, if you have a bubble tea shop, you can go ahead and put that seal on top and hand it right out to the customer. It's ready to go. Looks pretty cool. But if you're going for the open cup look or you just want to kick things up a notch, let's go. The easy way to go here is, of course, whipped cream. You can go for something like this from a can or dispenser. But also, if you would like, you can make up whipping cream in advance. And the cool thing about this is if you want, you can add some blue food coloring or blue spirulina and then make this into a blue whipped cream. I mean, how blue can we get? I don't know. The sky's the limit. Literally. No, figuratively. The other benefit to using a more denser whipping cream is if you can get it where it forms the stiff peaks. That way you can put little things on top like, you know, cupcake crumbles and blueberry bits and random things like that to make it like extra, extra, extra cool. But I think for today, we're gonna stick with the good old whipped cream from a can. And I've got some edible glitter I'm gonna sprinkle on top. Very fancy. And my straw of choice today. I think actually we'll go for this one. Not only does this effect look really cool from the outside of the glass, but at the end, when the customer is enjoying the drink, they can use their straw to kind of scrape down the sides of the glass. And then that way they can get that really amazing vanilla frosting icing flavor, which just makes things extra special. This literally looks like clouds in the sky, if you ask me. I think it's just super adorable. I know technically the effect is called walling, but in this scenario, it kind of looks like clouding. So cute. So cute. Hey now, this is all fun and games, but as soon as my whipped cream starts dripping, I gotta start drinking. So let's give this beautiful drink a try. Cheers. Oh, that is very, very blueberry cupcake to the extreme. I mean, that is so awesome. It's one of these drinks that you honestly have to try because you think blueberry cupcake in a drink. I'm not sure. No, it's completely possible, and this is the recipe. So now it comes down to, do I eat my blueberry cupcake or do I drink my blueberry cupcake? I think for today, like every other day, I'm going to be drinking this beverage and enjoying every last sip. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate your time, your comments, your likes for the YouTube algorithm, and you as a subscriber. Please be sure to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Now the real question is, what do I do with all of these blueberry cupcakes? Eat them myself, give them out to friends, have a party, I don't know.